Staying positive during very difficult times. How do you do it? We've had to do this many times in our business history. We're going to talk about this right now on the Biz Talk. Okay. Interesting times right now. I really feel strongly about communicating about everything going on, our industry, the nail business. So much has changed in such a short period of time. What does this mean for your business? How do you handle it? How do you stay positive? And the first thing that I do want to say is young nails, we've been through everything in a almost 30-year period. We've been through multiple recessions. We've been through, horrible, like terrorist attacks, 9/11, which had a huge impact on the economy. We've never been through something like this, right? The coronavirus, everything shutting down. It's having a huge impact, obviously, on the economy as a whole. How do you stay positive? It's really, really, really tough. It's very tough. We've had to do it multiple times. I just wanted to kind of share a little bit of our experience and then get into what's going on now. And by the time this video comes out, things might change again. I don't know. We're shooting this like a week ahead. And as we post them, things change. We're trying to keep up on it. And, but staying positive, every time our company has experienced financial challenges, difficulties, recessions, terrorist attacks, all these things, the only thing we've had control over is our attitude. It would have been really easy for us to stay negative and dark and everything is ending and, go into that hole. But I think at the core of it, as a culture, we're positive.
Yeah.
We really try to stay positive, Tracey, during these crazy times. And that hasn't changed even during a time like this where we've never experienced anything. Nobody has, right?
No, it's never been through this. I've been through a lot. Yeah. But I've never been through this, and it's changing so quickly.
It is.
It is hard to stay positive sometimes because it's just when you don't have control of something.
Correct.
Yeah. It's can be overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming, and I think that's the biggest thing is like, for me, there's certain parts, of our business and our livelihood and how we go about things on the daily that I have to look at and say, look, I don't have control over X, and I'm going to let that go. What do I have control over? I've got control over my attitude, and it's like, it's really hard, but I really do believe we are going to get through this.
Absolutely. Our
industry on the whole, the beauty industry is going to get through this. It's very challenging, but I believe that, that's what I have control over is just like my beliefs, to choosing to stay positive during these very, very difficult times. I have control over that.
Yeah. And
it's almost it's kind of a forced thing because as the media comes out and the news comes out and it's like everything is closing, everything is shutting down and all over the world, it's very easy to fall into like a black hole and to get depressed. But like, I think we've got to try to stay positive. I think that's so important just for your general health. Do things under your control, what you can. But the first thing is like almost forcing that positivity, I think is important.
It's vital because you can spiral very quickly, especially as fast as stuff is coming out right now. And and for us in the beauty industry, I've been there. I worked on a daily basis. That is my money for that day.
Yeah.
I don't work that day. I have no money that day.
Right.
So it's start. You start kind of, instead of taking it day by day, you start looking at it as, next week, if I have nothing, it's hard not to just start spiraling down. And and just news in general, it can be depressing. And then when it's affecting your livelihood on top of it, that positivity is going to make a huge difference. And I think for someone, I don't talk about it a lot, but when the recession happened, I lost everything.
Yeah.
My husband and I, we lost everything. And, not a good moment, not a good experience, but we did get through it.
Yeah.
And we had each other, and we were able to turn it around. So that positivity definitely helped us get through it.
Yeah. I think it's like, depending on where you live, you're going to be faced with different challenges. So I know in certain parts of Europe, everything is shut down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in different kinds of businesses are shut down. Obviously, restaurants, bars here in LA, that's happened. I don't know what's going to happen in the next week, where they're going to go, if flights are going to close or what they're going to do. But, you have to make your own decision, your own choice for you, your family, your business, your health. You have to look into kind of what's going on in your market and make some decisions. Communicating, I think, is a huge one. Over communicating with your clientele, I think that's really important. There's just there's a lot of challenges right now. I mean, as we're talking about this, I'm thinking about it, and it's very challenging. There's no two ways about it. You can stay positive and keep forcing that. This will come to an end. It's going to pass. I don't know how long it's going to take, but really over communicating with your clientele like crazy, I think, is super important. Whatever decisions you're making for yourself and your business, you know what I mean?
I think can be another thing that can get to people is there's so many opinions right now, and you start to feel guilty because that's not your opinion, or know, am I making the wrong? And some people may make you feel bad for your decisions. You got to make the decision for yourself. And whatever that is, that's the right decision. Correct. As long as you're following the laws, obviously.
Of course.
But there's just, with social media, so many opinions out there. That
is something that we're seeing, right now. There's such a huge opinion, but it's really tough, on, like, the reality of the situation is there are nail professionals, right? They make a living doing this day by day, like you said, and it's not an easy choice for them to stop working. That's the reality. It's easy on social media to go on there and be a warrior and say, everybody needs to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? That's easy to do. But real life is completely different than what goes on in social media. So that's why it's like, you have to analyze your situation. You got to over communicate with your clients. You got to take it one step at a time. But I think that piece of really over communicating is going to be huge. Obviously, if the government comes in and does, whatever it is they do, I know in other countries they have literally gone, and kind of closed a lot of just businesses overall. There's nothing you can do about that. But outside of that, there's choices you have to make. You have to just do what's best for your business.
Yeah, and I think the main part of us wanting to do this video is just to let people know that we're all in it together.
Yeah.
Let's stick together, try to stay positive, build each other up.
Yes. Yes.
So that's my goal.
That's the main goal of this video, is to let you guys know that we're in this with you. We're a nail manufacturer, a professional nail care manufacturer. We are in this right now with you, and we are choosing to stay positive. Okay. Through this whole entire thing, I am committed to staying positive, keeping the morale up here at Young Nails. And also, if you are viewing this, hopefully to bring that up in you, and just do the best you can to try and stay positive. People can get annoyed at that. It's like, I understand that. It's like, oh, stay positive during this time. I understand that can be annoying, but I'm going to do it anyway, because that's just how I'm wired, is to stay on the positive side. And looking at this historically, like just over everything that's happened in the world for, the beginning of time, things start, they climax and they end. There will be an end to this. I know that for certain.
Definitely.
There will be a resolution of some sort. It will come to an end. It will pass. And knowing that, I can stay positive. You know what I'm saying?
Stay positive and stay healthy.
Yeah. And if you need to reach out to us as well, please do. We're always here for our nail community. You can also go onto our community and see what other techs are doing, and get some opinions there. But hit us up on social. Let us know in the comments below how you're feeling during this time, and we'd love to continue to communicate with you. So thank you, Trace.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stay positive, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.